Welcome to the 245 podcast, where that's the number of emails you psycho sent us in about 10 days. You guys went crazy.
Did you just call all of our fans psychos?
Yeah,
I did.
Yeah, Mitch just did that. For the record, we don't think you people are psychos.
On behalf
we love
of
you.
all of us, I apologize if that offended
Yeah,
you.
that was so rude.
Blame Joey.
This is why we only have Mitch on every now and then, because he is rude to our guests.
Wait,
And
Mitch, you
it's
haven't been
all
on
fun.
for a while.
Yeah, it's been a little bit.
But I'm gonna.
When was the last time he was on?
So Dort recap, he was not. Another Q&A, he was not. Oh,
It was when all the boys were
are
in.
back. So it's only been.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's only
so
been
it's
4
not.
Boys are
episodes.
back in
without
town.
Mitch. That's not too
Okay.
bad.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I wasn't on the last one.
yep,
That's pretty rare because you guys were at Dort and I was here.
yeah,
So that was kind of sad.
that was pretty spicy.
Sag.
But, you know,
Did you enjoy listening to
it
it,
was
Mike?
fun. I did. I enjoyed hearing all about the Dort trip and all the fun things you guys did without me and just all the insults you sent over to me because I wasn't there. And
I really think there wasn't that much.
no, there wasn't.
It was
We
pretty
didn't-
mild.
We didn't beat on you and Mitch too bad. I feel like we could have
That's-
gone a
that's
lot
good.
harder on Mitch, but
Oh.
you were pretty chill.
Oh, for sure. For sure, we could have roasted Mitch's socks off, but
For not requesting Dairy Queen off.
Yep.
Hey, I told them, and they said, screw it.
really?
Yeah.
You got to be like, I am a shift leader, bro. You need me.
Facts.
You got to show me the money and show me the time off, or I'm walking.
You got to get out of that toxic environment.
Yeah. Mitch, how much trouble would Dairy Queen, not like in general, but just your store?
My store.
How much trouble would they be in if you walked?
A decent bit of trouble, yeah.
Yeah. See, that's
Yeah.
that's why you got
You're
to.
like, no, I'm leaving this weekend and there's nothing you can do about it because you'd be screwed without me.
You need me.
Yeah.
You need me.
It can be like Jimmy Butler and the T-Wolves. Just screamed at his teammates, you need me.
Yeah.
You can't win without me. And then left the next year.
He actually said that.
Yeah, he did that the entire time he was in Minnesota.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
He was sort of right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now we just punch
Now
each
you
other.
can see it on the Heat.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Okay. Mike, how was your week?
Sorry, I'm responding to an email right now.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Did we get another
No.
one?
No, I'm responding to a personal email about my work this summer.
Oh my
Okay.
word.
This guy's making bank on the
Unbelievable.
podcast.
Yeah.
I had to respond to my man Justin, my boss. This
Cruz? Oh.
No, unfortunately, Justin's not my boss.
I'd love to work for Justin.
Yeah,
He
I'm actually
makes-
working for his little business, whatever he's doing.
His flipping
His
business.
flipping business.
Yeah, his flipping business.
His flipping business.
I'm pretty
Yeah.
good at that.
All right. When you're gone at Dort, I was at Tuck Everlasting doing the tech. Went pretty well. Show was good. I enjoyed watching it like 10 times. Just kidding. Only like 5. And then last week was pretty busy because I had tech week and performances for my one act. So I was in a 10-minute one act. We've talked about this in the podcast. I was with Annika Stone and Riles, and we did our thing. Joey, you were there. What did you think of it?
I thought it was really good. It was really funny. And it was like, you could tell that like you and Annika were like friends. There was like just good chemistry and it was like really good.
Yeah.
It's really funny. I liked the plot. Yeah, it was good. It was a good time. It was fun to see you act again.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Forget how much of a theater kid you are.
Oh my word.
You didn't lose it in 2 years.
No, I did not.
No,
Still got it.
just like riding a bicycle.
Yeah. So I'm trying to decide if I want to do any of the shows next year.
You do like a legit
like
show.
an actual like musical or something.
Dude, I'd love to see you do that just so you could like beat out some theater kids for some roles. Like that would,
Yeah,
that
just
would
walk into auditions and just outperform everybody.
Well, it's hard when you're not a tenor because every guy lead part's a tenor, which is kind of annoying.
what are you?
I'm a baritone, which is lower
Oh, okay.
than a tenor. So I can't sing as high as the
Sing
leads.
higher, forehead.
I know,
not
it's just that
hard.
easy.
Just go falsetto, bro. It's
Yeah.
not that hard.
Sounds amazing.
Mitch, can you go falsetto real quick right now?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah, that
Music
sounded
to
like a
my
theater
ears.
kid. That sounded like a theater kid. Anyways, they just announced last night the shows they're doing next year.
What are they?
So in the fall, it's a 2 musical year. So in the fall for the musical, they are doing Anastasia, which is a
Favorite drug.
Disney movie, but it's also like a Broadway musical.
Cat.
Lead guy, tenor. Probably wouldn't get it. But there are two supporting character guys that are baritones.
Okay.
So, maybe if I do that, I could get those.
Shoot your shot.
Maybe. We'll see. And then in the spring, the musical, they are doing You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown,
Oh.
which is a musical. Which
I've heard of that.
So,
I have not heard any songs from. And the lead, which is Charlie Brown, is a baritone. So
You could be Charlie Brown.
maybe I could be Charlie Brown. Probably not, since I have
Yeah.
literally very little experience in the theater department and they don't know who I am.
And they don't like you, probably.
nah, you just got to tell him that you're going to hit the football this time, and then you're in.
Well, then
Yeah.
I wouldn't get in because he's not supposed to hit the football.
No, but like you're that good that you hit the football, and then you still have the musical.
Wow.
Wow.
That's
Yeah.
deep.
That is deep.
But anyways, they had that. And then on the whole Thursday night, we all went and saw Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
Oh my goodness. Okay, real quick. Can
At
we get
10:30.
can ratings 0 out of 10? Can everybody hit that, Mitch?
9 or 49er.
9. Okay.
9 out of 10. I give it a solid 8 out of 10.
I'm going 8.5 out of 10.
8.5 out of 10.
Yeah. So
It
that's
was pretty good.
I thought it was really good. I thought like the themes and stuff. I'm always like more into like what's the underlying themes and stuff.
Yeah.
I thought because I'm really a film critic at this point.
Yeah, he is.
I thought it was really good. I thought it was a very wholesome story.
It was very
It
wholesome.
was a lot unlike the stupid Doctor Strange one. So
with all the demons.
yeah, we'll get into that later. That's a topic
this
for a
this was a
future-
good step back from that.
Yeah,
This was more toned down.
yeah, and I just like the good like redemption arc. And I thought the villain was absolutely fantastic. I thought
Yeah.
it was better than Thanos for sure. Thanos is just a
no.
big blue guy that snaps his fingers. That's
Purple
it.
guy, get it right.
Oh yeah, purple guy.
I like Thanos better still, but
No.
he was a good
No.
villain.
Thanos is more iconic.
No, he's just a bad villain. He's not scary. He's not scary, but like
So if that man was running towards you with his
no,
Infinity Gauntlet,
I'd be like, why is there
He's more laughable.
I was like, why is there a Teletubby running at me? Like, really? Come on. That's supposed to be scary?
Why is his head a square?
I could beat Thanos up 1v1. With him without
Why
the
is
Infinity
Ava's
Stone.
dad running at me? That's weird.
Yeah. But like he's I think the best villain ever is the Joker from The Dark Knight.
that's not Marvel.
That's
Exactly. That's why it's the best villain ever. But I think this one was in the top 3 for sure.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Wow.
It's really good. I really like the villain.
He was a good villain. I'm not gonna lie.
He's
Yeah.
one of the guys that like you don't want him in existence because he's like so sick.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which is like that you want to really hate the villain.
Yeah.
Like if you're like Thanos, he didn't seem that bad. He was just trying to
Thanos
fix
was right.
He was just trying to fix overpopulation.
Aren't we all?
But this guy was trying to make like he was
What?
he was wait, what did you just say?
Hold on. What do you mean by that?
I don't even know. I just said it.
What we're talking about, out of pocket Mike.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's just he was trying to play God in the movie, and like that is like a good theme
So
because
is
like
Thanos.
you can't play God, kind of, but in a different way.
True.
And I just didn't like Thanos as much.
This
And
guy
I-
was actually like the opposite of Thanos because he was trying to like build a
Yeah.
world
yeah,
and not destroy people.
exactly.
So maybe he was right.
And like just some of the quotes he said and stuff were like I thought they were really good. But anyway, that's my rant about why Guardians of the Galaxy 3 was a really good movie. Anyways,
Nice.
Yeah.
Josh, you should see it. It's good. Anyways, after that, on Saturday, May 6th, which was 2 days ago as of recording this podcast, was my 20th birthday.
Hey.
And Josh was the second person to text me. Actually, no, you were the third.
Shoot.
Because you were the first person to text me was Kylie's mom
oh my word.
at 7:40 in the morning. The next person to text me was Kylie at 8:20. And then Josh texted me at 8:22. So you just missed it.
Oh.
The second
Dang.
place spot.
I don't think I even bro.
I could have been first because I like have a reminder on my phone and it goes off at 7, but I just wasn't with it
But
enough
bro,
Didn't care enough.
to. I didn't actually.
Yeah.
need
We
to be
wish
with-
you
with it,
happy
but
birthday at
I just
midnight.
didn't.
We
That's
stayed
true.
up.
I'm
So-
saying texting.
Oh, okay.
Texting wise.
Okay.
We were up at midnight till about 2:30 with all of us, just hanging out playing games. Then we went to Taco Bell. So
That was a good time.
first meal of my 20th
time.
birthday was Taco Bell, which is I think the right way
That's
to go.
a good first meal.
Yeah,
Couldn't
couldn't have
have
it
it
any
any
way.
other way.
Yeah.
It was good. Had a good day. We let's see, what did I do in the morning? I went to breakfast with Kylie in the morning, and then I had my one act performance in the afternoon. And then we went to see Mitch at DQ,
Yeah.
Sir,
all our squad. We got some Dairy Queen. And then I had to go help with Strike for the one act. And then I went back to my room and went to bed because I had to be up at a decent time the next morning for church, for serving. But yeah, that was my week. And then yesterday had a family party for my birthday, and it was good. It was fun. Had all the fam over. And yeah, it was a good time.
Yeah.
yee.
Did you get anything epic?
Oh, yeah, I should probably say what I got. Well, Kylie's present has not come yet, so we'll find out.
Mm.
I do think I know what it is. I got from my grandparents. I got some cash. I got a check from my aunt and uncle. I got a $1 bill from my cousin.
Nice.
She's like
Hype.
she's like 10, so
oh
it's like
my word. That's like a fifth of her income.
it's kind of like the poor widow in the Bible who gives like everything she has.
It means more to you than any of the other gifts, just
Yeah.
because it was such a big sacrifice.
And my uncle was like, "That's the equivalent of like one of us giving you $40,000."
Yeah.
and I was like, "Well, I'll take that too." But, so
Like, I wouldn't complain. That's fine.
so that was nice. And then for my mom, I got a couple things. I got a couple Speedway gift cards.
oh, that's a gift that keeps on giving. Right
I got
there.
$50 for that, so that'll get me
One tank of
a tank and a half of gas, which is always take that. And then I didn't ask for this, but we had talked about it like a couple months ago. She got me a cast iron pan because I had mentioned that next year I want to start cooking more in the dorm, and I want to make like chicken and steaks and stuff.
Yes.
To like eat more meat and get more protein in. And so she got me a cast iron pan because you need that to make that kind of stuff. So got that. I'm gonna have to ask Jordan Larson to come help me
Chef it up.
teach me how to chef it up,
Yeah.
and then we'll be chilling. So
Yeah.
Jordan, a good cook.
he is a good cook, and he makes a lot of meat, so like steak and chicken and stuff. and
Yeah.
burgers,
Give
so.
Bammerman a call too.
Or Ben Ammerman. That'd be another good call.
Yeah.
Or moan.
Or Moan.
Or Moan. Moan knows how to chef it up.
That's Sam's dad. So.
Yeah.
Or Sam too. And honestly, anyone. Or Joey.
Yeah,
Maybe
no,
not.
no.
Maybe not.
No. I
On second
may
thought, no.
I might be the best cook in this group, but that's saying so little.
I think I'd ask Mitch actually.
Mitch knows how to chef up ice cream. If you need ice
Yeah.
cream, Mitch has got you.
Yeah. Anyways, who's next for their week?
Mitch.
Me. So obviously Guardians of the Galaxy, and then showing up after Micah's one act because didn't know about it until the night of.
I
but
no, I told you about it.
no.
Yeah, I literally did.
No.
No, this is what happened.
Oh,
I
boy.
said,
What? Hey guys, save it for the dispute podcast, okay?
no, I said, hey Mitch, I got all the people are going to my one act on Friday. If you want to come, and then you said, that's during intramurals, like during the volleyball intramural game. And you're like, sorry, bro, but intramurals, and then it got canceled. So, who's the real?
No, I'm on Mitch's side here. Because then in your brain, you're like, you don't think of the one act, you just think of intramurals. And then when intramurals is canceled, you don't remember that there was supposed to be one act. So
True.
I
Yeah.
think Mitch is actually in the right here.
I was so devastated that I
Me
completely
too.
forgot about your one act.
Me
Okay.
too.
I don't
Except,
think Mitch is in the right. I think it's just understandable that he forgot.
no, Mitch is definitely in the right.
The dispute was, did or did not Mike tell Mitch about the one act? And he
Oh,
definitely
that's true.
did.
You definitely did.
did.
Yes.
Mitch just forgot, which is understandable because of the situation.
It's okay.
So I
Can
forgive
all
you.
live with that?
I still like the
Yeah.
one act. So
Thanks.
yeah.
Okay, tell us about your week.
Anyways, so Guardians of the Galaxy, Poggers, Taco Bell celebrating your birthday, also Poggers, and then I've just had a lot of work, but because of the nice weather, it's been really nice, really busy at Dairy Queen. So we've had some. I was gonna say record hours, but that's not true. But we've had close.
Yeah.
But yeah. So had I think our first pizza hour at Dairy Queen, which is if we make $800 in an hour
Oh,
of product, then we get pizza.
nice.
Or you can make something for free at the end of the night. So yeah. Had some good old Domino's pizza with sausage and pepperoni.
Nice.
That's so busted.
Yeah. But yeah. Been playing a lot of basketball because it's been great. So that's why I was really wanting to play like basketball IMs because like I've been so ready for it. And then I just never
It's been
could.
training.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally training. Because like during the winter, I never play outside. It's only in my basement with a small ball. So I don't know what a big ball feels like. So yeah.
All right, Joey. Your week.
Popcorn
Yeah.
Joey.
Yeah.
Bless you.
My week was pretty good. You know, finishing up classes. Like I didn't have class on Thursday morning, so that was pretty good. And then went to the one act with the squad. That was a good time. It was fun. I thought they were all pretty good, so it was fun to watch that. I'm not a big theater fan, but I thought those were pretty good. Hanging out with Mike. His birthday was a good time. We went to Taco Bell. We went through the drive-through. Me and Mitch went through the drive-through in the bed of Sam's truck. And like Sam like paid, like handed his card through the window. But then when they handed us the food, Sam pulled forward so that like me and Mitch got it in the bed of the truck. The guy was like unfazed. I feel like
No, he hesitated a little bit. He had a smirk on his face. And he was like, what? And then just handed us the
It's
food
just
and left.
he reacted like he's seen that like every other
I'm sure
night.
he's seen much worse
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
at a Northeast Minneapolis Taco Bell.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were sitting in the bed of Sam's truck, and we had some other activity from people behind us, and some guy was like standing outside of his car. It was like, "I'm drunk too," with like the Chris Lindahl arms, you know, and it was just like,
Chris Lindahl.
like, yeah, I'm drunk too, and it's just like,
We're not drunk.
yeah, we're
but
not drunk, we're just kind of
Good for you,
like
buddy.
that.
Yeah.
But yeah, good for you.
Yeah.
It was really funny.
Yeah.
And then when we got the food, Sam pulled a fast one, and then Joey almost died.
Yeah.
I was ready for it
Yeah,
though.
they added some videos of this to the Google Photos album, and I was like super disoriented because I couldn't quite see that you were in the bed of the truck, so I had to watch it like 3 times, and I'm like, oh, I understand what's going on.
Yeah.
It was so
But
good.
yeah, the guy definitely didn't seem too concerned.
No, he did not. So that was kind of fun. I worked out for the first time with Ben Ammerman.
Yeah.
He lifted
How was that?
after all this time that
It
I tried to
was-
get him to come with me.
You didn't try very hard.
No, I didn't.
Yeah. But yeah, went over to the house that they're gonna all live in next year because Ben's living there. And yeah, we didn't work out super long, but I could like hardly walk afterwards, and we did upper body. That's how bad it was. I also had a really bad headache, so I must have been like dehydrated or something. But I kind of just laid on the floor for a while of the house. But he also gave me a bunch of venison, so that was good. But yeah, for like an hour after, my arms just like it was like hard to drive on the way back, just like you up. But it was I feel good now.
Yeah.
So yeah. I guess I'll go back to get my butt kicked again on Tuesday or whatever.
Nice.
But yeah. Popcorn juice.
My week was also last week of classes, so it was nice to get those finished up. I showed my final film on Tuesday, so that was cool. Oh, I haven't sent it to you yet, Mike, have I?
Yeah.
wanna see it. You got to send it.
Okay.
No,
Yeah,
you
I'll
got to
Send it to me too.
And me.
So that was fun. There was some end of the year events. I played for the last praise and worship with all the coordinators on Thursday, so that was fun. And then I went to the choir concert on Friday, and then I had my band concert on Saturday, and also my percussion exam on Saturday. So I'm done with basically all the music stuff.
Nice.
Now this week is just exams.
How many of those you got?
I have 5.
Gosh.
Dang.
It's like one a day.
Mitch, how many do you have?
3.
Oh, okay.
Oh, what?
What? That doesn't make any
What?
logic.
Mitch looks off in the distance as he says this.
Yeah, I'm just taking some classes on the side.
Yeah,
Okay.
for sure.
Hmm.
I have
You need to
one.
show them that you can make a cone, a blizzard, and a sundae.
Yeah.
That's 3.
Yep.
Yep.
The yearly checkup to make sure you still know how to make stuff. Yeah, I have one
Mike,
exam.
how many did you say you have? You have 1.
One. And I have a paper I need to finish up too. So
Got it.
yeah.
Joey, what's your week looking like?
I got like a take home paper / test that I got to finish up. And then I have one more test, but it's smaller. And it's just like a
Nice.
unit one. It's not like cumulative.
Crazy. Yeah, I can't believe we're almost done here. We're gonna move back home soon. The school year of podcasts is almost over.
Wow.
We're about to move into summer season.
Let's go.
Summer-
When was our first
It was
podcast?
September 20 something.
It was
23rd, I think.
posted September 23.
Yeah. It's my sister's birthday.
We recorded it on September 4. Why did it take us? Oh, because we were like building them up.
We wanted to record a few first.
Because we recorded like 3 before we posted the first one.
We didn't really know like how much we'd be able to record, and then we found out we were
Yeah.
able to do it. So
I'm actually impressed that we haven't missed a week.
Yeah.
yeah, me too.
That's pretty good.
I thought it wasn't going to be as consistent, but it's been pretty good. And it's not like usually they're about an hour to an hour and a half recording. And that's just recording. Like there's usually 30 minutes on front and back end, either like figuring stuff out and talking. And then me or Joey has to edit them every week, which takes probably like 1 1/4 the time of the length of the podcast because we listen through the whole thing. And
yeah,
yeah.
it's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
We're going to keep it going for y'all and for us. More for us.
Yup. More for us.
Yeah.
Our audience size has stayed pretty consistently, like over 110.
Yeah.
For like a long time, it was always in the 60s and 70s. So I don't know what happened, but we're just getting more listens. Kind of hype.
Yeah. It's pretty good.
E.
I'm excited to see what the summer looks like. I'm still going to figure out if I'm able to get into the studio here. And we'll find out. And then
What's the
otherwise we'll
plan
just
if you can't.
have to record in your basement.
Well, he won't be
Yeah,
here.
but I'm at Dort for
Ah,
the first
frick.
month and a half.
I have friends who are living on campus and are working at the Mel over the summer, so I could just ask them to come unlock it for us and let us in.
Got
So
it.
Either
Also,
that.
you can invite the boys to your house and record with all of you with your Yeti.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah, or we can just like all take our iPhones and just record a voice memo and then we just
Yes,
send them in
please.
and then we just like somehow make a podcast out of
Yeah.
that.
It's the best quality possible.
Yep.
But yeah. Anyways, we have, as you guys heard in the intro, a lot of emails, like way more than we've ever gotten in a couple weeks, which is kind of crazy. So we're going to read through some of those. There are a couple we are not going to read through because we're saving those for a future episodes on disputes because we're still waiting for people to send in their disputes. We've gotten a few, but we need more. So please, if you are in a dispute with your sister, your brother, your mom, your dad, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your wife, your husband, your dog, your aunt, your uncle, your grandma, your grandpa, anyone really, even your mailman, you can send in your disputes to 2.4.5.podcast@gmail.com with 2, 4, and 5 spelled out. If we've never mentioned your email on the podcast, you've sent us one, it probably means you sent it to the wrong email because we always read them. So
We do always read them.
Yeah.
just make sure
We
you get
either
that right.
reply to you or read them on the podcast.
Yeah.
Yes.
So if you want to make sure you got the email right, go to our Instagram at the 245 podcast. It's written out on there. Anyways, send us disputes, please. We need more so we can make a whole episode out of it. But we're gonna read the emails that we don't have because I mean when I introed it, you guys heard the sound, right?
Yeah.
What's that?
Yeah.
The email
Easily.
sound.
Oh no, I did not hear that.
Okay. Well, we're just gonna read them anyway.
Okay.
We'll maybe cycle through here. I guess Joey doesn't have it up, so I guess me and Josh will cycle through.
Yeah.
Yes, we'll alternate.
I can start.
I'd like to get the live reaction of me. I think that people
Yeah.
like that.
All right. The first one is from April 25 from Braden Ritzma.
Let's go.
Faithful email. We have a couple from Braden in this
I'm
batch.
so glad.
He
I'm
sent,
so
he sent
glad.
2 emails 4 days apart. The
Dang.
subject is, Mike, I want to arm wrestle.
Okay.
He said, so I've listened to your podcast while I worked out today. I'm sure you will all be surprised.
I am surprised.
I gotta say, it is hard to get pumped up hearing Joey wonder how long Piper has been retired for and Mike's drama with kissing that Annika lady. Not exactly getting me, quote, in the zone. Anyway, my question for Q&A. So this is before we published our Q&A episode. So sorry we missed this email, Braden.
It was after we recorded.
Or was it
for
after we recorded it? But we'll answer it on the pod right now.
Yeah.
Anyway, my question for Q&A. Is being a designated driver a good thing? Like being available to drive people home, are you encouraging over drinking? Or by not volunteering to drive people home, are you putting people at risk? I'm sure you shelter kids haven't run into this, but it had me thinking, and I would love your thoughts. Thanks, Braden. So what do you guys think about his question? I think it's a pretty good question, actually.
It's actually a very good
Yeah.
question. This is my thing. The end goal, you don't want someone who's unsafe to drive driving home. Okay? So no matter what, you can't let that happen. So I think you should be available to do that, but don't volunteer until people are going to go do that.
Yeah.
Like if they're like there's
if your friends are saying, "Oh, I'm going to a party," and you're like, "Oh, I'll be your designated driver." Like, if you can try and talk to them and avoid the situation to begin with, that's a better option.
yes.
But if it's an unstoppable event, and then you end up being the one that can do it, then yeah.
Yes. Yeah. There's my take.
Yeah. I have no further input.
Same. I
You
agree
guys
with
have
that.
never had to do that, have you?
No.
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 Mitch, why are you looking like that? Mitch,
I'm
you
kidding.
have. Oh,
No.
okay.
Mitch with the side eye.
Mitch,
I can imagine.
Mitch was making a face. Me and Mike were stone cold, and Mitch was definitely squirming.
That's funny.
Those DQ parties get crazy.
Yeah,
Oh,
if
yeah.
you guys hit that
employees.
$800 of service an hour, you got some pizza, some hard Mountain Dew, and
Yep.
you had to drive some of your friends home.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say I generally agree with Joey. Like, you don't want to, by volunteering to do it, be encouraging that, but it's better to do it and have people be safe than to just say, "Oh, I'm
Yeah.
not going to be involved with that at all."
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, it's not your fault if, most people are just, if they're going to go drink, they're going to go drink a lot anyway. So it's not like you're not influencing them much by saying, "Oh, yeah, I'll be a designated driver." That's not going to be that big of a deal.
Yeah.
So
It also does not take much to make you not be able to drive.
that is facts.
Legally.
It's a
So-
lot lower than people think it is.
Even if you just drink a fairly reasonable amount, you still might not be able to drive home,
Yeah.
depending on how much time you wait. So, but
That's
we
why
said,
you gotta sit on the road for 12 hours,
Yep.
and then you.
I was gonna say,
go
like
drive home.
in the famous song "Responsible" by the Boys. I wait 12 hours for my
Responsible.
truck drive to start
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I'm responsible.
Yeah.
I'm responsible.
Mhm.
I drink but wait to drive because I'm
I'm
responsible.
Yep.
See?
Bars.
Bam.
Go listen to that banger out on anywhere you stream music.
Yeah. Look up "Responsible" by Tamarack Music. There's a Sunburst Festival here that I went to the other day. Joey was not there because he's lame-o,
I was at work.
even though the rest of our friend group was there. But students can sign up to sing original songs
Oh my
there.
word.
And I was thinking next year we should
we
sign up
do
and
it?
sing "Responsible."
Should we do it?
That would be so funny.
Because Josiah Olsen sung his original song "Godly Girlfriend." So obviously they're not restricting it to serious songs.
Oh no, for sure.
Because they also sung a song called Pizzola that was a parody of Riding Solo by Jason Derulo. Is that what the song's called?
Yeah,
It might just be solo. Is it riding
No,
solo?
it's
or-
right.
It's riding solo.
Oh, okay.
But it was like, I'm Pete Sola, I'm Pete Sola, I'm Pete Sola, I'm Pete Sola, Sola. So
I feel like people would go absolutely crazy if we decided to do responsible.
So I think we should consider it.
But do I
Yeah.
really want to rap in front of like?
Yeah, you're
Yes.
gonna have to get that down.
Yeah,
The answer is yes, you do.
I think it'd go hard. Mitch, you just be in the back just dancing.
Yeah.
yeah.
We would need to find some people who could actually play instruments, though.
Well, we could also just use the track from our actual thing if you still have it.
Yeah, we
just,
could.
just take out the vocals. Because I don't know, the stuff's. It'd be hard to replicate how bad we made them
Yeah.
because we did it on purpose.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just thought that'd be funny. Maybe we'll consider it next year.
I don't, guys. I seriously don't know if I could do that.
Okay, well then I'll wrap your part of that.
Okay.
I have the whole thing memorized.
Mike's
so
gonna do the whole thing. That'd be fire.
I would. You guys just got to be up there with me.
yeah.
You
I
can just
think I have
dance.
it memorized too, just from listening to it.
Yeah, it's a banger. Anyways,
That'd be good.
next
Do it and
email,
be cool.
Josh. I'll read the next email from.
I will. Next
Your-
email is from Dana, and the subject line is "Oh, you know."
Okay.
So yeah,
you know,
let's get
I
into
do.
it. Dana writes, "It is with great sorrow and grief that I write this email. Today, April 28, 2023, the 245 personalities are in Sioux Center, Iowa, and I am not. 2 years in a row, I missed the opportunity to meet you guys. Hopefully next year, my sisters will chill out and not get married or have a baby. Whoever, in my absence, enjoy my meals." And she says that because I stole Dana's ID and used her meal swipes.
for
so I
Joey
didn't
and
have
Mitch,
to
for Joey and
Spend
Evan.
as much money.
Yep.
Yeah. But yes, it was kind of sad that Dana was gone to her sister's baby shower last year and bridal shower this year. No, opposite of that.
Yeah.
I would hope so.
Opposite of that. No,
Not
she has
my-
two different sisters.
Not my Christian campus.
Nice one. But yeah, hopefully next year the weekend will work out and Dana will actually be here because you guys have still not met her.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
really funny.
It's been almost
Yeah.
2 years
Yeah.
of you being friends with her, and we still not met her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. There's more though. She says, "I've been quite behind on the podcast lately, but I got my appendix removed and it freed up some time, so I caught up on like 5 episodes. Enjoy some thoughts below. The podcast that Braden was on, Top Shelf, one of my favorites for sure. I don't know that I really learned anything about who Braden is because I genuinely could not tell when he switched from joke to serious answers.
That's
Regardless, gave me a good laugh."
That is pretty
Yeah,
accurate.
I feel like if you listen to that, you just don't
Yeah.
know
true.
anything
Yeah.
about Braden.
It's hard to tell.
It's kind of like his Zemi profile. You just don't know.
Yeah, you
anything.
just don't know what's legit. Like, does he really like the weather in Gmail, or is that just a joke?
Yeah.
Yeah, I really don't know. She says, "I would buy merch." Enough said.
Okay.
Epic. We're getting just more and more merch buyers, so
Yeah.
it's gonna happen.
We gotta do it.
Annika sounds like the coolest person ever, and I now strive to be like her.
Nice.
Nice.
She is cool.
Nice.
She is pretty cool. Mike would know.
Yep.
All right, podcast with all the boys back. Everyone's laughter in the same studio was insane and contagious. That was
Yes.
just such a fun episode. I'm glad
Yeah.
you enjoyed it because I thought it maybe wasn't going to be interesting, but yeah, we just laughed a lot. So
Yeah,
that
that
good.
was probably one of my favorites to record.
Yep. Just an update you on a major milestone in Josh's life. He just took his very first 0.5 the other day.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
so Dana
Wow.
mentioned she got her appendix out, and I went to like the hospital with some friends after her surgery, and she was like still, I thought, sleeping because it wasn't like that long after her surgery, so she was still out, and we had her phone, so we were just taking pictures with it, and I was like, "Oh, I'll do 0.5 with all of us," and Dana lying on the bed. So I did, but apparently she like was half awake at the very moment, and after said like, "Oh yeah, I remember Josh taking that photo."
Oh my word.
Wow.
That's funny.
Dang.
But yeah, I had never taken a 0.5 before because my phone is not new enough for that.
Oh yeah.
And now I have.
Nice. I've been enjoying your B reels, Josh. They've been great.
Me too.
Good.
It's good to
Glad
see your
you're enjoying
face.
them.
And Caleb got Be Real.
He did. Wait,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is he just
Really?
friends with you, Joey, or is he friends with you too, Mike?
I found out yesterday that he had one, so I actually meant to go and friend him. So I'm gonna find him right now.
Yeah, me and Caleb are friends. I react to all of his, and in all I mean just the last two.
Oh, I'm gonna react to his from yesterday. Caleb, when you see this, I'll be by my mic so you'll know this was the time.
11:19 a.m.
All right, there's more in Dana's email.
Yes, there is. My final parting thought. When is Dortfriend going to be a guest on the pod?
I don't know.
I don't know
I mean,
either.
like every episode.
Because Josh is a door
It's
friend.
Josh.
Yeah.
This is true. Checkmate. But actually, no, I've been thinking this might not actually happen anymore. I wanted to do an RA episode with Brady.
Oh, yeah.
But we'll see if we have time to do that before we all leave. But next year, I'm hoping to get some of you, and by that I mean like you, Dana, or some other Dort friends on the pod.
That'd be epic.
So it'll happen.
Is Brady going to be an RA next year too?
Yes, he is. So
Okay.
he'll have even more stories if we don't get to it until
Cool.
next year.
Yeah, that'd be good.
And then she closes with genuinely my favorite podcast, not just because I'm friends with Josh. Well done, boys. Deuces, Dana.
Yeah.
Let's go. That
Yeah.
is very sweet. Thank you,
Yeah,
Dana.
thanks for the
We're
email.
glad we're your favorite podcast. Means a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And yeah, thanks for the email.
that's a good email. That's the one of two emails that we're going to read from Dana.
Oh my goodness.
yeah, we got-
Holy cow.
We got 2 emails from 2 people. Pretty crazy.
Speaking of the 2 emails, another email from Braden Ritzma on
Let's
April
go.
29. He said Q&A comments. This is after we did our Q&A episode. Mike crying with Kylie. I can't even. Joey crying with Mandy. What the? Josh, you're, I guess, a little bit better. Okay. I have to move on. Otherwise, the 245 fan base is going to be mad at me for bullying. Conflict. I need to. Oh, this is a conflict. I guess we can't read
Skip
that.
Skip.
He just has a lot of conflicts on here.
Oh my goodness. Let's go.
Oh, okay. We'll skip all that. We'll come back to that. This is a long-winded, but the Breaking Bread podcast for My Faithfulness Project is up. It's not terrific audio quality, but I think it's a great senior project. I'll send the link here in a little bit. And then that was followed by an email from his Breaking Bread podcast email
Let's go.
with a SoundCloud link. And he said, SoundCloud will be the place for the episodes for the Faithfulness Project, and the Real Epic podcast will be on Spotify. So go listen to, is it up on Spotify yet? I don't even know.
I don't know.
I looked up Breaking Bread on Spotify, and as you can probably guess, there are a lot of podcasts called Breaking Bread.
Yeah.
So I don't know how you can find his specifically, but you know, find it on SoundCloud, I guess. It was like a half-an-hour episode.
What is the email picture for his podcast?
That's what I was trying to figure out. I could not tell. It looks like
Oh, wait. Oh, no. I can't tell either. It looks sort of like clip art of like...
it's bread.
Yeah.
It's a loaf of bread, and the 2 things on the right are 2 slices of bread, like cut off.
Oh, yeah. No, I see it now.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Yeah, bro.
Shout
You
out.
gotta.
You guys can all go email realbreakingbreadpod@gmail.com.
yep. And go listen to it. I still need to listen to it.
Yeah, Bray. You gotta send us the Spotify link because I can't find it.
Or you could just listen on SoundCloud.
I could listen on SoundCloud.
Braden is a SoundCloud rapper.
Good.
Braden is, yeah.
All right. Josh, next email.
Next email. We have an email from my brother, Caleb Cruz.
Let's go.
And he says, enjoyed this week's episode. I believe this was April 30. So that was the another Q&A episode.
Okay.
So episode 32. He agrees that Mr. Bartz would be an amazing guest, and he'll work on thinking of some questions for the next Q&A. Yeah, I think Mr. Bartz would be so
Oh
fun to
my
talk to.
goodness. That man is just full of
So-
knowledge.
We'll maybe work on that in the second half of this summer because that would be cool. And thank you in advance for the questions. Again, Q&A part 3 coming sometime.
And disputes.
So send us questions.
And disputes.
And disputes.
And,
did you say?
And disputes.
And disputes.
And disputes.
Oh, I thought you said in the fute, and I'm like, I've never heard
Oh.
future abbreviated.
In the feud, bro.
Dude,
In the fute. We're doing that Q&A in the fute.
Also, there's no subject line
didn't-
on that email, by the way, from Caleb.
Yeah, the subject is no subject as a parenthetical statement,
So thanks, Caleb.
but I don't think that was typed. I think that's just default.
What an absolute
Thanks, Caleb.
gangster.
Wait, Micah, can I do the next email as well? And you can do the next one because I
Yes.
don't know who that is.
Yes, for sure.
Okay. Next email. Same day, April 30. So after the Q&A. And this is from Mrs. Birdsiak.
Yeah.
This is the
Love
Yes.
Miss Birdsiak.
I think you guys have heard from her some things about the podcast just by word of mouth. But
Yeah.
this is the first email we've ever gotten specifically to the podcast email. So she says, "Hi, gentlemen," which is classic because she always called us
Yep.
gentlemen.
Yes.
Like every day at lunch. Here's your milk, gentlemen.
Yep.
It was amazing.
Iconic.
So she says, "Hi, gentlemen. I thought it was time I used the official podcast email to write to you. Braden confirmed it for me just to make sure I had it right. Yeah, it is kind of a bad email,
Yep.
and we realized that, but it was the only thing that we could find.
Once we get big enough, we have to buy out the other ones.
I was just thinking we got to buy out the original 245 podcast.
Yeah, we have to buy out
'Cause
the original
who,
IP.
Who made that? That's ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't know.
We should. I'm gonna send them an email from this email, like saying, "Yo, can we have your email address?"
Yeah.
Just see if I mean, so many Gmail accounts have to be just unactive.
Yeah, for
But
sure.
it's worth a shot.
Yeah.
It's worth a shot. Maybe they'll just give us the password and then we can take that over.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
That'd be pretty epic.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, I'm glad you figured the email out. She says, "I thoroughly enjoy your podcast. It makes me smile and laugh out loud. I listen on my walks around the neighborhood, so I think my neighbors get a kick out of seeing me laughing to myself. I'm so glad you have a way to stay in touch, but also entertain us along the way." Yeah, when I like listen to episodes, especially the Braden one that I haven't been in, I definitely catch myself like laughing.
Yeah.
If I'm in a place where other people are, I'm like, it probably looks like weird.
I was doing that.
Just laughing.
I edited half of the Dort episode. And I was just chuckling to myself.
Yeah, it was really funny to listen to Mike.
My
just laugh.
the funniest line was, I don't remember who said it, but someone was like, "We were the highest people in Dort,"
Yep, that was amazing.
and that was funny.
All right. There's more. I just finished listening to the Menards episode. I learned a lot, primarily that I need to see how much an $1,000 shower looks like. Yeah, I'm still curious about that too. So we'll take a trip to Menards and see what Braden was talking about there.
Yeah.
I have a question for the podcast. I've noticed many times you have your siblings on. It appears that you like them. As a mother of a 5 and 9-year-old that seem to bicker more than bond, tell me any tips you have for encouraging my kiddos to get along. Do you remember anything that your parents did to encourage this?
Oh, I got something. My parents, mostly my mom would do it. But if we ever got in like an argument or dispute or like we did something wrong with our siblings, my mom would make us hug it out, which was like the worst thing ever. So we avoided disputes just because of that. Moving out of the house also helps. So that's a long way off for you, but I'm convinced my relationship is better with my brothers since I moved out, which makes sense because, yeah, as you get older, you want to like go do your own thing. So,
Yeah.
So I guess just encourage Noah to move out.
As soon as he hits middle school, hey, find your own place.
Yeah.
No, don't do that. I mean, maybe it's partly moving out and getting away, but I feel like as you grow older, it just gets better. And not that my relationships with my siblings was bad when I was younger. I just feel like when you're younger, they're like the people you're always around. So you like just have conflict with them more often.
Yeah.
But I feel like just as we've gotten older, there isn't as much of that.
Mm-hmm. It's definitely more
You're just,
normal.
like, grown up. So I wouldn't be like worried about it because I fought with my siblings a ton. When I was
me
growing up.
too.
Yeah. Same.
And yeah, we do in fact like them.
Yeah.
Wait, so we've had Braden and Justin on the podcast.
Yep.
Okay.
Are we going to hear from Jake anytime?
Jake really wants to be on. He asks me all the time, but I didn't want to.
Yeah, we can do
I
that.
didn't want to do it too close to when we had Bray on. So
Yeah, true. And Caleb was on for like 2 seconds, the one we did in my basement.
Oh yeah.
But
True.
we can have him on for like a whole episode.
Oh, yeah.
sometime, too. That would be
that
fun.
would be fire.
Drop some
Caleb,
wisdom.
let us know if you're down.
Yep. Well, he's definitely down. I can guarantee you that.
If he's not, then he's still down.
He's still down.
Yeah.
He still has to come on.
Yep.
That reality doesn't exist
enough.
though. Like the reality where he's not down doesn't exist.
Yep.
I think
Yeah, it's not a thing actually.
my mom also made me and Natalie hug it out after
Oh, you always had beef
and
with
say
Natalie?
sorry we'd say sorry, have to say sorry, and then the other person would have to forgive them, and then we'd have to hug.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I think that was kind of my family's method.
yeah.
I don't think we ever hugged it out
Practice
though.
good conflict resolution.
Yep.
I don't know.
Anyways,
Hold on.
I can't really think of anything specific.
No.
Challenge for my mom and dad because they have so far zero interaction with this podcast. Email because I am having trouble remembering. Email what we did. Me, Jack, and Ben when we had conflict.
When
What
we have
do
our-
we do?
When we have our moms on, we can ask.
yeah,
We
gotta
could
have
just
the
ask for
moms on.
parenting advice from our parents. That'd be
Yeah.
pretty wholesome.
Yeah, that would be wholesome.
Yeah, we're still hoping to do that episode with all three of our moms. So I'll add this. I'll copy and paste this line of the email into that episode's
Yep.
Notion page, and then we'll hopefully
Yep.
remember to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, Mrs. Berdziak has more to her email.
She does. She said, "Shout out to Micah on your explanation for why we ask students not to sit back on chairs. You are spot on. We actually don't care if high schooler students fall. They can handle it. And that is called a natural consequence." Smiley face.
It's called gravity.
What we do care about are the chairs and the time that it takes for me to reorder them, unpack them, re-inventory them, etc. I have since had to move to order more tables as students have been sitting on them and bending the legs on those. So, good job, Mike. Way to accurately represent school's stance on chair tipping. And then she closes with, "Looking forward to hearing future episodes, Mrs. Berdziak."
Thanks, Mrs.
Let's
Berdziak.
go.
You're the bomb.
Yep. Thanks for the email.
Glad you enjoyed
Agree.
the episodes.
Yeah, please email us whenever. We love your emails so much. They're so wholesome.
Yep. So good. All right. Next email is from Gideon Love on May 1. This podcast is amazing, he says. And for context, actually, he says who he is, so I'll just read the email.
Okay.
Hey, guys. You might not really know who I am. Parentheses. I'm a homeschooler who has been involved with a Vale Theater.
Ooh.
Joey, he played...
Yeah, no, I know who Gideon is. Yeah.
Yeah, Miles, the brother.
Yeah.
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 But I wanted to let you know that the podcast is great and very entertaining. I've only been listening to it for a few weeks now, and I'm not fully caught up yet, but it's been great so far, especially the episode with Mr. Teen and the one with Braden. I hope you keep putting out great episodes in the future. If you're ever dire in need of a guest, I would love to talk with you guys. Thank you, Micah, for helping with tech for Tuck Everlasting, and thanks again for making a great podcast. Gideon Love.
Wow.
You're welcome.
Talk about someone that I wouldn't think would listen to the podcast. I mean,
Yeah.
that's a connection right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we never went to school with him. Like he was never here the same time as us. Yeah, he's I think currently a sophomore in high school.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I don't know how he like heard of a podcast. Probably
Right.
from Kylie or Braden or someone. So glad you listened. Glad you enjoy it, Gideon. I had a blast helping out with the tech for Tuck, even though I wasn't at Dort. You know,
Yeah.
I really like
test.
that.
For Tuck.
tech for
Tech
Tuck.
for Tuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, really flows well there. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Glad you like it, and hopefully we can keep being entertaining.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So our next email, and this is also funny. Mr. Teen texted me earlier this week and asked for the 245 email.
Let's go.
So I think that again just shows that our email is bad.
Yeah. Oh,
And
yeah.
Maybe that's why we don't get that many emails. But now that, like, if you just email us the first time and then you have the email for the future. So
Exactly.
maybe that's why we get repeat emails, but not many like new ones.
Mm.
Again, 2.4.5.podcast@gmail.com. All the words are spelled out. The dots are not. Enough said.
Dots are not.
If you think about it, it's really not that complicated
No.
of an
Yeah,
email.
it's
No.
not that
It's
bad,
not that
really.
bad, but
It's
Yeah.
not ideal.
I don't know. Anyways, I sent the email to Mr. Teen, and shortly after, we got an email from Mr. Teen. This is our first email, so I think our first like hearing from him since we had him on the podcast
Yeah.
about the podcast.
Yeah.
So
We
that's
gotta
cool
get
to
it
know that he
back.
still listens. That's awesome. Yeah, we will have you back on for sure, Mr. Teen. We'll figure that out.
If you're willing, of course.
Anyways, the subject line is resolving disputes. And
Yes!
he first starts with a dispute, and we'll leave that for the disputes podcast. Then he has two other quick notes. He says, I'm happy to hear that Joey was so deeply impacted by the stock market game we played in class a while back. It's good to know that my best lesson encouraged gambling.
It's investing. It's not gambling. There's a big difference.
Well, investing is kind of gambling.
Just think about it.
It's
Psychology.
Yeah.
it's different. I did a whole IP presentation on this, so I
You would
know.
know.
I do
I know
not remember
everything
that.
there is about investing.
I don't remember that.
You don't even, I think it was sophomore year.
Yeah. Maybe I was gone that
Yeah.
day.
No, you
kidding.
weren't.
I
You were
was
definitely
not.
there.
I never missed a day.
Okay,
I missed
anyways,
one day of high
back
school.
to Mr. Teen's email.
All right, he has one other note. Lastly, someone please tell Joey to stop saying bussin' bussin'. I don't know what this phrase means, but it sounds like something a fifth grader would say. Mr. Teen, I could not agree more.
Because fifth graders do
Genuinely.
say it.
I've
Fifth
said
graders
that,
do say it. It sounds like a thing a fifth grader would say, and Joey needs to stop.
shoot.
Bussin'.
Now that he said that, I want to say it more.
Yeah, one of my bosses at work is starting to say it now a lot.
Oh, really?
It's so funny.
That dilly bar is busted.
Yeah.
Well, as Kelsey says, this meal is respectfully busting instead of bussin'. Also, have you guys heard the
No.
worship song?
No.
Your love is bussin'.
No.
Oh, it's like,
Wait,
Josh,
who
have you heard
made
that?
that?
It was some guy who just like made like a parody, and it just goes like, "I'll do a live cover for you guys right
Okay.
now." Okay. Maybe we'll make this the outro of the podcast.
Yeah.
But it's your love is bussin', bussin'. Only thing I put my trust in, bussin', bussin' for real. Your love is bussin', y'all. Your love is bus. Yeah, that's just that. And then it says another
Nice.
word later that we don't need to say on the podcast, but
Oh, really?
I'll show you guys later.
Wait, it swears in the.
Well, it's not. Depends on what you think of the word.
A
Oh.
little vulgar.
Yeah.
In
So
a worship song, not on my Christian campus.
I
Not
know.
on my Christian Minecraft server.
so it's a pretty good song. We'll maybe
Can-
play it for the podcast outro.
Yeah.
The first time I heard Bussin' Bussin' was definitely from you guys. And I was really confused at first too. I'm still confused. Where is it from and what can it apply to? Because it seems very broad in
Food.
the way you use it.
Yeah, it usually applies to food.
It's
No,
like
not
a
really.
positive.
Yes,
well,
no,
it
definitely.
started with that.
That's
but
where
it's,
it
now
started.
it's like a positive connotation to something that you like.
Yeah.
So
That
like
intramural game was bussin'.
was bussin' bussin'.
The weather is
Or
bussin'.
That
So-
steak was bussin'.
I don't know where it
I
originated
just
from.
hate it.
I kind of like
Probably
it.
TikTok.
Mitch, do you know where it originated from?
Probably
You're a
TikTok.
gamer. Oh,
I don't know.
I heard it here.
Yeah, I don't know.
The first
It did not start here.
TikTok is the first time I heard it, like last year or a couple years ago. But yeah,
Ask ChatGDP what's the
GPT.
history of the term of bussin' and see what it comes up with.
I'm on it.
Okay. Because I'm sure there's somebody who's recorded an extensive history on this term.
Probably. Yeah. Sorry, Mr. Teen. Joey's probably going to keep saying it.
I'm sorry. I feel like I don't say it that much.
No. I mean, this episode is pretty bussin'. So
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, all of our episodes
I
are
opened
bussin'.
Chat GPT and my latest chat was, wait, did we talk about this on the podcast?
yes.
Is marriage the ultimate simp move?
Yes.
Wait, no,
Yes.
we did not talk about that. Did we?
No, I think we did. And it was a really wholesome answer. It was actually like
Yeah,
really good defense
But
of
did
marriage.
we read that on the podcast?
I think
or
we
was
did.
That like outside of the podcast?
No, I think we did.
I don't remember that, but maybe we did.
I think we did on the podcast.
Okay, I can't remember which episode, but I don't know. Let us know if we read that. If not, we'll read it next time because it's really funny.
Yeah, it's so good.
I can't remember why we were actually talking about that. I think someone just like, I don't know.
I definitely thought of it.
Me and my uncle were talking about AI yesterday at my birthday. And because they teach overseas. So they took this year off and are here this whole school year. So like he's not working right now. So he has a lot of free time. So he's been doing a lot of reading and a lot of podcast listening about AI and like Chat GPT and stuff. And we were talking about how much it's going to affect like the video production world. And we made a bet. Sorry, I was gambling a little bit there.
Mike.
We made a bet. He was saying he thinks that in the next 5 years, there will be AI editing software that will be able to create a like wedding highlight film that like I make right now. With if you put in all the footage and you give it a song, you say make like a 4-minute highlight film of this wedding with this song, that it will be able to create with equal quality or better to the wedding videos that I currently make now in 2023.
Wow.
But this is in 2028. So he wrote down his bets notes in his phone. He has a notepad with the bets on it. And then I put it in my calendar for May 7, 2028. And then it's $50.
$50.
So I think that he thinks that there will be AI that'll be able to make an equal quality or greater wedding highlight film that I can make now. But I think no.
Okay. I think if I had to put my money on, I think I'd take your uncle's side, honestly. Because AI has just exploded so much. And like, it's literally on Google Docs now.
Yeah.
Like all of this has exploded in the past like 2 or 3 months. It's absolutely incredible. So I think because there's such a more focus on it now and like people are using it in their everyday lives, that it's just going to like the development of AI is just going to explode and it's going to get very advanced very quickly. So
Yeah, there's a clip on Daily Dose of Internet.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah.
See, but that's different because that is like editing. I've seen stuff like that is that people are using it to edit podcast videos.
Yeah.
yeah.
But that's easier for the AI because it recognizes who's talking and switches it.
yeah.
But yeah,
switches the
wedding
angle.
videos. would be-
Like
Yeah.
making a whole wedding video with like a storyline, like with what they're saying,
Yeah.
which is what I do. I don't think.
Yeah, that'd
We'll be able
be
to do
hard
that.
for AI to do.
So we'll see.
Yeah.
$50. I said I'll be making 6 figures in 5 years anyway, so $50 will be nothing.
Oh my word, Mike.
Just kidding.
Okay, get it.
That's not true.
Slay
Slay
Queen.
Did you guys actually just say that at the same time?
Yes, they said that
Oh my word.
completely in sync.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we
Trigger
got
was the way you said yes.
we got to keep going here. So
Okay, I'll read this quick. So I typed in, where did the term bussin' originate and what does it mean? ChatGPT says, the term bussin' is a slang phrase that has gained popularity in recent years, especially on social media and in hip-hop music. The term is used to describe something that is really good or enjoyable. The origin of the term bussin' is unclear, but it likely originated in African American vernacular English or other forms of urban slang. The word bussin' itself means bursting or exploding, and it can be used to describe something that is exciting or full of energy. The repetition of the word bussin' in the phrase bussin' may be a way of emphasizing its intensity. Overall, the term bussin' is just one example of the many creative and evolving expressions in contemporary slang, and it continues to be used in a variety of contexts to convey enthusiasm or excitement. So that didn't mention anything about food. It seemed like it's just a more general exciting
It's just
thing,
anything
but-
that's enjoyable.
bussin'.
Yeah. Thank you, ChatGPT. Very
Yeah.
enlightening.
Yep.
Let's keep moving on the emails. That was all Mr. Teen had. He said, all the best, Mr. Teen. Thank you, Mr. Teen.
Yes.
Appreciate the email. We will get to your dispute later.
All right. Next email is from Brad Silman.
Yeah.
He sent us a video about a guy who wrote a book called Make Your Bed. And we've all read the book, actually.
Yeah.
He said,
Yes.
please watch his YouTube and discuss it on your podcast. Looking forward to what you think about his guidance. Thanks, Brad, a.k.a. Joey's soon-to-be father-in-law. Sent from my iPad. So the video is 19 minutes long, so we don't want to watch it. But we've all read the book. So
Yeah.
we've talked about this a little bit, I
Yeah.
feel like, on the pod, about making your bed being the first thing. But that's not like his only point in the book,
No.
is to make your bed.
He's
It's
got
like,
10 points.
that's like the just kind of general idea of it.
Yeah. Should I just read? I'll just
Yeah,
read
for
the,
those who haven't read the book,
Yeah.
Joey's going to read the
These
top
are the
10
10 points from the book that he uses. 1, start off by making your bed. Find someone to help you paddle. Measure a person by the size of their heart, not the size of their flippers. Get over being a sugar cookie and keep moving forward. Don't be afraid of the circuses. Sometimes you have to slide down the obstacle head first. Don't back down from the sharks. You must be your very best in the darkest moment. Start singing when you're up to your neck in mud. Don't ever, ever ring the bell.
Nice.
So some of those maybe don't make total sense because he's a Marine, so they're all kind of like, not a Marine, he's a Navy SEAL, so they're all kind of allusions to things or stories he talks about in the book. But basically, they're his like rules for changing the
Yeah.
world and dealing with life. And the first one, making your bed, basically means starting your day with like doing some little completed task, because that can like change or affect the outcome of your day, which we've talked about a little because you guys are not proponents of making your bed. And I don't think that's necessarily the entire point of it, because it's more just an example of one of the
Yeah.
things you can do to like start your day out on the right foot. So even if you're not a fan of making your bed, if you just have like a solid morning routine that you do every day that you can be in like total control of, it has, I think,
Yeah.
the same effect,
Yeah,
right?
I think that was the point he made in the book.
Do you guys have like morning routines?
I mean, yeah. So my first successful task of the day is to turn off my alarm.
Do you like wake up or you just turn it off and go back to bed?
No, I actually
good
get
for
out of
you.
bed right away.
Wow.
And then I go brush my teeth, put on deodorant, and I fix my hair if needed, which is not needed as much if it's short, but if it's long, yes. And then yeah, I leave. I usually end up watching like Good Mythical Morning in the morning because I usually have some downtime. So yeah, that's what I do.
Gets your day started on the right foot.
I prefer the left, but yeah.
Yeah.
Joey, what about you?
I usually just like shower.
Yeah, this guy showers in the morning. What a
I do shower in the morning.
weird guy.
I think it's kind of the correct approach, honestly. Shower in the morning, then get dressed and go to class. That's usually my morning routine. I usually don't give myself very much time in the morning to catch the bus because I want to keep sleeping. So
Yeah,
yeah,
that's kind of how I am.
yeah,
Yeah, I would say in general we like agree with what he's saying, maybe just not the specific application of making your bed.
yeah,
Yeah,
yep,
Also, I would recommend the book. It's like really short.
yeah. It's
I
super
think
short.
we were talking, two of us. I read it because I got it for a graduation gift. Some of you guys just like, Mitch, you said you got it from your parents. Joey just listened to it.
yeah.
Yep.
It's pretty short. It just has, it's kind of like a nice little self-help book.
Yeah.
Some helpful
Yep.
helpful things.
Yep.
All
Yup.
right. I'll read the next one, Josh, so you can read the very last one from Dana. So next email is from Jazzy Mouse.
Yeah.
Sam Durfus. He subject put me in.
Oh boy. Oh
said-
boy.
You, me, Mitch, let's talk music this summer. Cult classic episode of the podcast, guaranteed.
I'm so down.
I need to know who the you, me is.
Yes,
Yeah.
I was gonna say like I don't know who the you is.
Well, I know who the me is, yeah. But he obviously just wants one of us. I don't know which one. that is.
Yeah, Sam, let us know who you're talking about.
Ben Laverty.
It can't be me.
Ethan?
It's definitely not me.
No, I would not be able to talk with you guys' kind of music.
No, me
I
neither.
could not either. I would have nothing to add.
Maybe it's just Mitch and Sam. Maybe they just get a takeover episode.
Maybe,
That'd be kind of crazy.
maybe a Basement Boys takeover episode.
Oh my
That would be
goodness.
kind of crazy.
Basement Boys take over the pod. We could do like a bonus episode.
Yeah.
Also, guys, speaking of bonus episodes,
Oh yeah.
at the start of the year we promised 10 minute
Yeah,
Tuesdays.
and we have
None of them have happened yet. We haven't totally forgotten. It's gonna happen.
We did
They-
one about
they will
Joey.
happen.
Yeah, we recorded one.
Yeah, we have one
Yeah,
ready.
but we didn't want to like post that and then not have any others. So we'll store up a few because
Yeah.
those will be ones that are like not at all time dependent.
Yeah,
So we'll like get some and then start posting 10-minute Tuesdays.
Yeah, we got to do that.
All right. Final email.
Final email.
Last one.
Dana again. This was from 3 days ago, so after the Dort podcast. She says, "Listen to the Dort recap with Morgan, and let me tell you, we had to pause the podcast to take a moment to recover after hearing the ratings of the Commons. Evan rating the Commons an 8 out of 10 was the jaw dropper of a lifetime in all caps. Nothing could have prepared us for that. Truly was both shocking and upsetting to hear. Dana and Morgan."
So I'm guessing like you guys don't think it's that good.
Generally, we're pretty tired of the Commons at this point in the year. So it's a combination of the Commons has been a little more rough this year than last year, and also it's like the last week, so we're like over it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm guessing it's the same thing for us too. Like if you came here, you'd probably be like, "Yeah, it's pretty good," but
Just because you get used to
yeah,
it.
we're here for a year.
Anyways, we're
Yeah.
sorry you had to literally pause the podcast and that it was so jarring for you. We'll try not to scare you like that again. We'll give it a more reasonable rating of like 3 or 4. But honestly, Evan's pasta didn't look that bad. So he enjoyed it. So
Maybe it was an 8 out of 10.
that's all that matters. Well, that's all of the emails we have. On our post after the Dort trip, we got two comments. One from Rhonda Mulder. She says, I can't believe that bowling alley still exists. Because we posted a video of, well, this video is really funny. So we went bowling, and by the end, we were just doing stupid things. And I pushed Joey on a rolling chair. And I did it the first time, and he hit like the singular pin on the right. And we were like, okay, we got to try that again, like, because you bowl twice each frame. And then we did it again, and he picked up the spare, and it was the most hype thing we've ever done.
Yeah,
So good.
So that's the video.
It was pretty incredible.
It was amazing. But yeah, that bowling alley is really old. One of the lanes is not working right now. I've been in like the back room behind it to see like the mechanical stuff that does all the things, and it looks ancient. So I'm also surprised it's still there. There's also just pictures of whales on either side, and I don't know why.
Oh, yeah.
We love the whales. And then Mrs. Radke says, looks like a fun trip, a healthy balance of food, fellowship, and shenanigans.
So
I would
wholesome.
wholeheartedly agree with that assessment.
Yeah, that's always our goal when it comes to hanging out with the boys.
Food, fellowship, shenanigans.
Yep.
Say we balance that well too.
Yep.
Anything else, guys?
I think we good. Let's wrap this one up like my sleeping bag after I left Dort. I
Wow.
don't wrap it up in the car.
I feel like you rolled it
Actually,
up. but
I did.
we'll let it slide.
Josh rolled it up.
Yeah, Josh always does.
I did roll it up.
And it's amazing. It was so symmetrical. It's incredible.
It's like a habit I have just to
Yeah.
always roll up Joey's sleeping bag because he does it really sloppily and it kind of annoys me.
Yeah.
So I just do it like whenever we camp or like have a sleepover.
Yep.
Just puts you at
I
ease.
enjoy that. So
Yep.
it works out.
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense.
Anyways, thank you for sending in enough mail to make a basically male dedicated podcast. That was fun.
Yeah.
It's fun
Yes,
to hear
sir.
from you guys. And we appreciate it as always. Hopefully you enjoyed hearing some of that and listening to this episode, and hope you all have a great day.
Catch you on the flippity flip.
See you in the next room.
Peace out, gangs.
Well, good morning. How is everyone this Sunday? Has everybody tried that new coffee out in the community center? I gotta say, sheesh, it's bussin'. Isn't it bussin' today? This is a new song. Your love is bussin'. Sing it with us. Your love is bussin', bussin'. Only thing I put my trust